It's Week 17 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jaguars and the Panthers on EA Sports.
With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Panthers of Orlando taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And it's the defense that's really the star of the show. A terrific game last week. They got a shutout on the road. And that's something that doesn't happen very often nowadays.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Bringing them out is the #1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
With Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
The numbers for Sanders last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
That is caught by Thielen. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick of the draft in his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, while the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Lawrence will throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things. But winning the...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, Young. This one into the hands of Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rolling to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their play book and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 21 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
This is taken at the 15. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, Young. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand.
Touchdown, Panthers!
Tommy Trimble, 27 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
They'll give running right, ETN. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
Adam Thielen and the Panthers taking the field once again.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Young off the play fake. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. A play fake, now Young.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Young now. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Derrick Henry, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And that one all tied against the visiting Saints. In that first half, we saw the veteran Miles Sanders doing his thing. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
Striker, 3-3.
They go play action. Young. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Ready?
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Mingo. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 32 that time. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. To the 36-yard line, stop there. So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Here's Sanders to about the 26 here.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw on second down is Young. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Jonathan Mingo, 26 yards. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he gets this up past the 40.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And it's complete right back to Ridley. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 7. Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
11.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Let's go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Here we go.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on fourth down, and the Panthers will get the football back.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Orlando takes back over on offense.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He may go.
Touchdown! Miles Sanders, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Panthers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Screenplay, here's Etienne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On second down, Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Washington's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
It's a throw again as Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week trying to get.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
On the ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
109 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they will take a knee here.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, Not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Panthers, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and click the like button. And if you've not already, please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon.